Thank you, Toastmaster Ashok. Sivakumar was a taxi driver in my hometown. He has a son studying in college and living with his wife. Now, Sivakumar knows all the odds how to live on a budget. Now, he has did all odd jobs to keep up his family's expectations and to give his best to the family. Now, I happen to be a passenger for Sivakumar during my visit to my hometown. He takes me on a trip to visit all our relatives, me, my mom, and Sivakumar in a car. Now, before visiting every house, I was very anxious and skeptical what this guy is going to ask me. I have not had much conversations with him, but he tries to understand each and everything that we were doing. Now it felt me like I'm being stripped out, and he knows every relative by their names. Even I did not know. In my 30 years of life, I haven't known a lot of second and third branches of my relatives, but he names all of them. To my surprise, he has a vast knowledge of the entire with my hometown wherever I was staying. He names even the councillors, collectors, and everybody there. I was dumbstruck. How this guy has a lot of knowledge, not a big graduate, a school dropout, but knows in and out. Now I became so small in front of him. We were visiting every one of our relatives, buying gifts, mostly fruits, and inviting for a family function. Seeing all that, Sivakumar offers to give me a help. I see you are spending a lot of money in buying fruits. Why don't you buy it in a wholesale market? I'll take you in our next day of the trip, early morning. I'll take you to the wholesale market and buy you fruits. I was so poor in what I was buying also. Whatever the price the shopkeeper gives me, I just blindly buy it. He has understood me. I am a very poor bargainer. Now, accompanying me to buy some products, he tells he has lost the bargaining even. I was so poor, even giving a company to buy a product, a wholesale box of apples. He was crying over that he has bought a box of apples at a higher cost. I said, okay, cool, brother, leave it. That's okay. I'm happy with the box of apples, whatever I have got. And we were moving on. But he was not seeming to settle down over the box of apples that I bought. Then I give him some things, whatever I learned. I told him there is a relationship with money that you should be knowing or understanding. During our childhood, every relationship with money is behaviored or it is imbibed based on the relationship what your father, mother, grandfather, or even the uncle, aunt, dogs, it could be anything in your home is styled by that. An example, have you heard money does not grow on trees? You have to work hard to earn money. All of these things is going to characterize our behavior in life. And when you are going to become present to it, your actions is because of those things, and because of that you're going to spend on those and those things. Something like you're going to be so prudent in life, so conjuice in life, or you're going to be so cautious and take calculative steps. It could be any of these outcomes. And he nods his head. Oh, is it? And then, I don't believe you. All these are stories that you're going to give to me. And he is going to move on. He just moves on and he keeps driving the car. He's not uh, keeping idle. He's driving the car and keeps nagging me just to pass the time and let him not sleep. That's his only objective. He shouldn't be let sleep during the driving, and he asks all the questions in and out. But then after the end of day, when I open the box of apples just to see the count, how the apples was after distributing a few. There is something I see in the apples. Not all the apples were good. Out of the 20 kilograms, almost three is already spoiled. It was not in a consumable manner. And only the rest of odd 7 kilograms were very good. The remaining 10 was not in a presentable state. I would put it only 50% of the boxes were good enough to be given to others. Others, you can just consume it for your home use. When you think why I'm talking about the quality of apples and a person crying over buying it for a higher cost, there is a relationship. When you're going to buy something with happiness, the end result is going to turn out to be a good thing. Whatever you're going to spend your money for, give it in a happier mindset. It's a form of energy, is what I will say. Whenever you're going to receive or give money to others, always be in a happy mindset. And that is going to be reflecting on your end result. On the next question, Sivakumar asks me again, how are you able to remain cool? I just give this one answer. I'm not cool. There is a lot of angst inside me also, but I try to practice and develop compassion. Do you want me to shout at you for giving me this idea? And have I shouted so far? And he says, no, you were normal like before. That's what I'm talking about. Be compassionate and understand what went wrong. It was just the understanding in a wholesale box of apples. There are going to be some wastages, and it's a learning for me. And I'm going to bargain at a better price. And I'm going to ask for the real value for what I'm going to buy it out. And he says, yes. And I felt like he has got what I was talking about. That is something that I wanted to say. Budget is not important. Do you have a happy budget and happy money that you're spending and receiving? Thanks for the opportunity, and over to the Toastmaster of the day.